Behold the machine that redefined vertical flight. While it may appear rudimentary to our modern eyes, its simple silhouette hides a monumental leap in engineering. This is the Sikorsky VS-300, the world's first viable single-main rotor helicopter. Its successful demonstration in 1943 wasn't just a test flight. It was a paradigm shift. Right after its final journey over a Michigan estate, it was retired, destined for a museum, its purpose gloriously fulfilled. On-screen text. The VS-300. The blueprint for 99% of all helicopters today. So, was it the absolute first attempt? Not exactly. Inventors in Europe had built multi-rotor contraptions, but they were unstable, overly complex dead ends. Sikorsky's genius was in his elegant solution: one main rotor for lift, and a small vertical tail rotor to counter torque. It was the formula that actually worked. The man at the controls was as remarkable as his invention. Igor Sikorsky, born in the Russian Empire, carried an extraordinary fascination with flying machines. His first attempt at a rotary wing aircraft, around 1910, ended in frustration. The engines and materials of the era simply weren't capable. So, what did he do? He didn't stubbornly keep pushing. He poured his brilliance into fixed-wing aircraft, becoming a respected aeronautical engineer. But he never abandoned his dream. He simply set it aside, patiently waiting for the world to catch up to his imagination. For 3 decades, that spark quietly smoldered. And where did that spark originate? For the young Igor, it wasn't in textbooks, but in the pages of futuristic fiction. He was captivated by the novels of Jules Verne, devouring tales of fantastic machines that could rise straight up and land gently on a pinpoint. He also studied the legendary sketches of Leonardo da Vinci, whose aerial screw was a conceptual ancestor of the helicopter rotor. These weren't just stories and drawings. They were a prophecy. They planted a seed of absolute certainty in his mind. This would be his life's work. That unwavering resolve eventually caught the attention of another American industrial titan, Henry Ford. The introduction came through aviation hero Charles Lindbergh. Think about it. Ford, a man who endured multiple business failures before perfecting the Model T, recognized a kindred spirit in Sikorsky. He saw the same relentless perseverance, the same refusal to let a dream die. It was this mutual respect that ensured the VS-300 would be preserved for generations. To truly appreciate Sikorsky's achievement, you have to understand the sheer chaos of early helicopter experiments. The 1920s were a golden age of spectacular failures. Inventors tried everything. There was the flying umbrella in Detroit, a heavy, awkward carousel that promised to leap into the air. Good luck with that. Back in France, a machine nicknamed the Flying Sausage spun on enormous unstable pinwheels. It bucked and swayed like a drunken dancer, requiring a team of sprinters on the ground just to keep it upright. Letting it fly freely was an adventure into the completely unknown. This, ladies and gentlemen, is how they conquered motion sickness back in 1921. So, the next time you hear the distant thrum of a helicopter, remember Igor Sikorsky. Remember that the path to world-changing innovation isn't always a relentless charge. Sometimes. It's a strategic patient wait. It's the story of a man who dared to envision the future, had the wisdom to wait for it, and had the skill to finally build it. He dreamed it long before he ever did it.